Greetings, Hermes Press fans! Dan Herman, publisher of Hermes Press, with two new incredible Phantom books, which were printed back in 2011 and 2012, and they've been out of print for a long, long time. But due to popular demand, and a lot of people asking us if we'd ever do them again, which is the same thing as popular demand, we decided to print both of the Gold Key Phantom, the complete Gold Key Phantom, at one time. We printed volumes 1 and volumes 2 simultaneously. Don't they look fantastic with those great George Wilson covers? And let me tell you a little bit about this one. This is a specialty piece that was done for one of the great and most distinguished Phantom fans in the world. Sat at his collection for a long, long time. And we obviously have a scan of it, and it's going to go in the book that people keep wondering about, The Art of the Phantom, and I'm working with somebody else to finish that book to get me a list of all the important non-American artists with examples of their art, because the American part of it's all done, and hopefully in the next 4 or 5 months we'll finish it, and we'll get it to the printer, and then you'll actually be able to see it and read it and look at all those hundreds and hundreds of Phantom pictures, but I digress. Anyway, here's the new cover. Some people have said that they think I should have used another cover. In fact, they say I should have used this cover, which is a George Wilson cover. And guess who this is? This is George Wilson. He painted himself into the cover. I felt this was a singularly attractive image, that it just screamed the Phantom. It had never been used as a book cover. It was done as a specialty piece for a fan. And I thought, what a great cover this would make, and I hope you agree with me. And it's an original Phantom cover, never been used before. So, what do we have in this book? Well, of course, we have the Gold Key Phantom. And this book has been changed somewhat from the original version because it was a while ago. So we changed some of the fonts and laid out the essays differently. And the stories are the same. In this book, we have a Phantom Gold Key volumes 1 through 8, which include the game, the rattle, the test, the diamond. Now, these are based on Sunday stories that were written by Lee Falk, and were illustrated. Many of them were illustrated by Cy Berry. The rattle, the test, the diamond cup, the cryberry, Ooguru, the goggle-eyed pirates. I always get that wrong. It's goggle because they were goggles. Goggle S, Swamp Rats, the Phantom's Boy. And some of these books actually appeared as novelizations in the Avon Phantom novels, which you can still buy from us as well. The Phantom Boyhood Part 2, the Super Apes, it's the Phantom's Boyhood Part 2, the Super Apes, I'm not using my reading glasses, and the Phantom's Boyfriend Part 3, School, and The Belt. And The Belt is what that cover is from. So these things, we have an introduction here, and the introduction in this book is actually very, very good. And it kind of explains to you where these stories came from. It was written by the late Ed Rhodes, who was one of the greatest Phantom fans who ever lived. And he died, unfortunately, and we give him a shout-out in this book. And Ed did a lot of work with us before he passed away. Here's an example of what the reconstruction looks like. These are really nice and clean reconstructions. They look really good. The colors pop. They were popular when they came out originally. Now people are trying to sell them for a whole lot of money, mostly dealers. Bad news, dealers. People can buy these books at regular price or get a discount on them through Hermes Press now. Amazon's a little messed up about this because we did give them a delivery date, and they have it way in the future, but the books will be available through us. So if you can't get them through Amazon.com, you can get them through us. If you have a problem getting them through Comic Book Store, again, you can buy them on our website, www.hermespress.com. And here's the last page of the book with a great Bill Ignanti drawing of the Phantom. Here's the back cover. Okay, so that is issue 1 of the Gold Key years. And here's volume 2. And if you look and you put these things together, they line up perfectly. Here, let me get them to line up perfectly. So you put these in your library and they look perfect. This is the second volume, which has, I think, if not the best cover for a Phantom comic book, one of the best, one of the absolute best. It's a really fantastic cover. And this also has an essay by Pete Kloss, and Pete Kloss is the one that owns this piece. And Pete Kloss was kind enough to let us have a scan of it. In this volume, we have an introduction, which is by Pete. Then we have volumes 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and 17. Now, some of these have more than one story. Volume 9 has the Sixth Man. 10 has the Sleeping Giant and the Patrol. Phantom 11 has Blind Man's Bluff. 12 has the Beast of Bengala. 13 has the Phantom Chronicles. 14 has the Historian and Grandpa. 15 has the River Pirates and the Tournament. Volume 16 has the Chain, the Champ, the Milk Drinker, the Crescent Cult, and we conclude with Volume 17, which has Samaras, the Waterfall, and Samaras Part 2. So we've got a lot of material in these books. And here is some of the artwork that we use. That's a Bill Ignati specialty piece. We have the original cover art here. Beautiful, beautiful cover art, which was done by George Wilson for Phantom number 13. We have a couple of strips, original art strips that Wilson McCoy did, which are very representative. And then we get to the stories. And again, this reproduction is really good. And if you compare them to the comic books, these look better because they're clean and they're new and they're fresh. And we didn't change anything. Here's another example. Let's see if I can get it there. Okay. And this book also ends with the same. Actually, in this book, we have kind of like a cover gallery of the covers without the logos. That's Phantom 1 and Phantom, I think that's Phantom 2. And then, for the purposes of consistency, we have the same drawing of the Phantom by Bill Ignati. And on the back, we have another fantastic cover. So, Phantom fans, volumes 1 and 2 are here. They'll be shipping out next week. They'll be at Diamond, and we'll have them. And when we have them, Sabrina, our managing editor, will send out an email to everybody that they're here, and those who ordered them in advance can get them, and those who want them can get them immediately through us, or you can wait and get them through your comic book store, or through Amazon.com or Barnes & Noble, or wherever you buy fantastic books, fantastic art books, and Phantom books. So we have more Phantom surprises for you. We have some real interesting things in the work, but I won't give away the surprises. But now you have Phantom 1 and 2 Gold Key printed, ready to go, ready to read them, ready to put in your collection, and as nice or nicer than the original ones we came out with in 2011 and 2012, which are way out of print. And like I said, people are charging, I don't know, $200-$300 for each one of these. Doesn't mean they're getting it, but now you can get them at a regular price in a beautiful hardcover, beautifully bound edition with beautiful paper and just incredible, a collection of all of the Gold Key Phantom books. So that's it for now. Any questions? Email me, email our managing editor, go to our website, email info. And as I always say, that's all for now. Bye-bye.